So what is Brexit? Brexit is two things. There's the actual legal sense and what is Brexit, and then there's what is Brexit in terms of the cultural struggle we're currently seeing. If we're going to go from a legal standpoint, people wanted more control over their country, more sovereignty, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. If you look at how trade works, all countries do most of their trade with the countries that are physically close by. Every country. Trade halves as distance doubles. That's a fundamental rule of economics. If you take, for example, America, they do a lot of their trade with Canada and Mexico. Not because Donald Trump is a massive fan of Mexico, but because they're physically close by. And the biggest barrier to trade is having different laws. If we leave the EU, we'll still be physically close to the EU. For example, you can literally see France just over my shoulder. And that means that given that one of the biggest barriers to trade is having different laws, the UK Parliament, even if we left the EU without a deal, is going to end up copying the rules of the EU anyway. Now that's why the deal that they've just signed basically leaves us copying the rules of the EU by default, but no longer having a seat at the table and deciding what those rules are going to be. So the people that voted for Brexit, on the basis of having more control over their country, they're getting less. Brexit has not worked out as a concept.